DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com, WorkOnYourGame.com. Topic is increasing the pace of your failures, increasing the speed of your failures. And what this means is, first of all, let's get a baseline understanding that no human being is perfect. No matter how successful or accomplished you or anybody is or may become or appears to be, nobody has every idea that they try work out. Right? Everybody they try stuff that doesn't work. They have ideas that turn out to be not as great as they seemed when they were first thinking about them. They have stuff that they put out there that just does not get the kind of response that they expected from the marketplace. This happens to everybody. The challenge for a lot of people, and I talk to a lot of people every single day, especially people who are putting themselves out there, right? Entrepreneurs, business people, those of you who kind of get to call your own shot and how you're doing things. The challenge that a lot of people have is that you are taking too long to get to the damn point. The point being putting your stuff out there and then measuring the response from the marketplace to see, does this work, does this not work, was this a good idea, was this not so good of an idea, should I keep going, should I kill this off and do something different? You want to find that out as quickly as possible, and you want to find out as early as possible. How do you do this? You do this by speeding up the rate of your failure and speeding up the rate of your iterations. Iterations is just, you try something, all right, that didn't work, let me make a tweak, let me put that out, let me see how that works. That didn't work, all right, let me try something else, let me make another tweak, try that. All right, that didn't work, let me make a different tweak, try that. And you keep doing that over and over again until you find a combination that does work. Napoleon Hill talked about this in one of my favorite books called The Law of Success. It says if your current plan is not working, you replace it with a different plan. And then you replace that doesn't work, replace that with a different plan, and another plan, and another plan, and another plan. And you keep replacing the plans until you find a plan which does work. And the reason why many people meet with failure in life is because of their lack of persistence and following on this very simple system. This is a system. It's a very simple system, but a lot of people don't follow it, and it's the reason why a lot of people end up failing in life, because they will not keep replacing their plans and finding a new one. They either just keep doing the same thing, hoping for a different result, no definition of insanity, or they don't do anything and they just kind of stay in the same spot and never do anything other than what they were doing when they first started out. Either way, you end up at failure if you do either one of those things. So your job is to put something out there. All right, that didn't work, let me make a little change. All right, that didn't work, let me make a little change. That didn't work, let me make a little change. When I follow, there are people who I follow in the marketing game, and they talk about this. When they got a new idea or a new product or a new landing page that they put out, what they do is they put the page out there, and then they put let's say $1,000 in advertising, and they do $1,000 in ads to drive traffic to the landing page, and they see what kind of response they get, knowing that they have a baseline idea of what they want, because they've done this in the past, so they have an idea of what they're looking for, what their baseline is, what's good, what's bad, what works, what doesn't. If you don't have this, then you put stuff out, and then you compare the next thing to the previous thing. You're always trying to make it better. But they'll say, all right, we'll put $1,000 in ads, let's see how that goes. And after $1,000, they know, all right, should I put more money into this because I'm getting what I want, or do I need to kill this off and try a different approach because I'm not getting what I want? But the thing is, that $1,000, they want to spend that $1,000 in ads not in a month, they want to spend that $1,000 in ads in a day. So that instead of them taking 30 days to find out, do I have a good idea or an idea I need to get rid of, they find out in 24 hours if they have a good idea or an idea that they need to get rid of. The difference between the people who reach success and the people who are still, maybe struggling and striving to get there is not that anybody is necessarily smarter, and it's not always the difference in resources. Resources is a byproduct of people's strategies and mindsets. It's not the reason that you create success. It's a byproduct of your success, the resources. It's that many people just take too damn long to get to the point. And this is what I'm saying. Again, when I say the point here, I'm talking the point being, what is the outcome? What's the measurement that we can look at and say, good, bad, keep going, don't keep going, go forward with this mission, abort plan? People take too long to get to the point. So my thing with you is, you got to put more of your stuff out there more often and get results back from it so that you can measure. You want to get those results quickly so that you can easily make decisions. You can make decisions fast and say, all right, this is good, this is not good, let me keep going, let me not keep going. You just want to speed up your rate. What I call it is speeding up your rate of failure, speeding up your rate of delete, speeding up your rate of abort this plan, so that you can get to the next plan, the next plan, the next plan. Because listen, nobody is all knowing. Okay, you might need to go through 17 different variations of your current idea before you find the one that's going to work and really get you the result that you want. The goal that you have is fine. It's just you might have to go through 17 different approaches before you hit the right way to go at that goal. And if you take too long, if it takes you 30 days to go through each of those 17, well, you're talking about a year and a half before you get to even doing what you want to do. But what if you could do, instead of taking 30 days each time, it takes you 24 hours each time? Now you're talking about maybe 2 to 3 weeks to get to your outcome, as opposed to the other person going to take them a year and a half to get to the outcome. Y'all both end up at the same place, but it took them a year and a half, it took you 2 weeks. Which one would you rather be? And now compound that with the next goal and the next goal and the next goal, and before you know it, the other person, it took them 4 years to get somewhere, it took you 6 weeks to get somewhere. Which one would you rather be? This is why you got to speed up your pace of failure, understanding that you're not going to be perfect in anything that you do, and nobody is perfect in anything they do. Again, it might seem like it, but they're not. It just seems like it because they're getting through their failures much faster than you are. So it seems like they're going from success to success. It's just they're doing it faster than you. They're doing the same thing, they're just doing it faster because they understand this concept. And now you understand it, so now you can do something with it. So with that said, text me to get my daily motivation text message every day, free to your phone. My number is 305-384-6894. And then go to workonyourgameuniversity.com, where you can get into my Work on Your Game system, where you get 4 weeks of direct coaching straight from me to apply the system that I created, that I codified, that takes the tools that help an athlete get to the top 1% in sports, and I translate it and systematize translating those tools from the sports world to the business world and into everyday life. It is a system, it is a process, it is not just random, no hard working and praying. That's not, we do a lot more than that over here. That's at workonyourgameuniversity.com. Work on your game. Dre all day.